Hi, I'm Shabnam.
I'm Enemy.
I would need to go to the new Empire Cinema.
I tell you, very good address for James Bond. Kalakshetra School of Dance.
It is a faith, a belief system that we need in order to get through, our daily lives. You scratch the surface and there's a whole different side to the story that you will discover, which is why you and I are here. You ready for it?
Yes.
This is the nerve center of Indian politics. How do you get 1.2 billion people to agree on something?
That is impossible. The challenge of India is also the challenge of Delhi.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your first time, right?
Yes, I'm under the impression of all the noise and the things. Yes.
This is really how I pictured it to be.
People don't pay money to get kicked in the face. So it's a question of what are the creative strategies you might use.
To kick them in the face.
Yes. Exactly.
Art galleries practically overnight, sprung up everywhere. Suddenly there was a market for art which was expensive, exclusive.
Like sitting here on the market and cleaning the fish for you, this is great. I really want to. Can I see?
You say curry, a lot of people in the West think it's the sauce or a powder, but this is the actual leaf of the curry plant.
All the kinds of population are coming here, or only one kind of population?
Most people come here for a good bargain.
Okay.
This is known to be a place where you get things cheap.
I think in all cultures there has been a lot of superstitions. You have the rainmakers and all such things. Is that here also?
Not just about the rains. I'd say that we're very superstitious people. We believe in omens, we believe in spirits. 25 years ago, this is where the horrific Bhopal gas tragedy took place.
Sure.
One would have thought that was India's wake-up call.
The Indian government is in denial about this whole issue. When you say that hydropower is cheap and clean, you see the human and the environmental impact, and it's not cheap.
I was so upset, I was so angry. That day itself, it started an organization called Abhaya. Abhaya means, do not fear.
We finally entered the technology age here.
Infosys, actually provides a lot of services to some of the biggest companies in the world, around the world.
It contributes $50 billion of revenue, which is about 5% of India's GDP. Sitting here because of the power of modern technology, because of the broadband and the telecom and the software and all that stuff.
Good, huh?
Very good. All of them. To speak in my blues language, we go from big city blues to old-fashioned country blues.
Country blues, absolutely.
Okay.
He's one of the top contemporary artists of India at the moment.
Would you like to meet him?
Yeah.
This is the way I work, This was found somewhere else, this I bought from somewhere else, and I collected all of this.
I'm impressed. It gives me emotions.
See, Delphine, these tribals using cow dung, that's what it is. Look, this is how they kind of coat the entire hut with cow dung. You here in 2 days' time?
What do they do in India? They kiss?
Yes, you could.
Once, two times, 5 times?
These are the boats you're actually going to be using. So have you seen anything like this before?
Well, no. They are very inventive. It's really amazing to find such good ideas on the countryside in such primitive conditions.
Dangerous, very dangerous.
Hey, Anami, good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Shabnam.
So, how was it?
Wow. I think we went really back to the absolute roots.
So good to see you again.
Pleasure. Finally, we meet again.
How was it?
I've been taken care of really well. It's the best moment of my life.
Although, well, you wouldn't believe what I've been through.
I can't wait to hear your story.
Believe me, I shot my first Bollywood film. All right, in the end there's going to be kissing, of course. You're up for that?
Kissing?
Yeah.
We will not be able to.
Did it completely throw you?
I learned many new things.
You know what? The censors would cut out like more than half of that. That's for sure.
Then I've done a good job.
We see a lot of construction on this side. I believe the lunar mission is not the end. What do you think the future will bring for you here?
If you wanted to know what is the answer to poverty,
Yes.
give education and health and make them work.
This jacket, for example, is all Indian goddesses.
I'm quite surprised, Manish, that you've got away with this, because I could imagine a lot of people up in arms saying that it's being disrespectful towards our gods and goddesses.
You see, it all depends how you do it.
This one?
Yeah, one can.
This is much more detail.
Yeah.
I love the smiley faces on the sun and the moon. Naive. That's what I love. That's how I do things. Beautiful. And what about the 3 people on the horse that we keep saying?
Yeah. People normally get married in the bride's house. That is where the ceremony is held. So the groom arrives on a horse.
I can't stand the thought of her being with that dirty old man. Unless he does drink. Some people say he drinks mojito.
Totally new music. I mean, you knew what was going on right there and you just did it.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Why? Why do we do this?
What struck me is how we're all such absolute beginners in the West as it comes down to India.
It doesn't surprise me really, because so far Bollywood has focused on its domestic market, which is huge.
There's so much light, so much music.
Yeah, it's solar-powered Hindi music. I'm all for that.
If you were to carry one lasting impression of India with you to Belgium, what would that be?
I understood that there is no one India. India is all these little Indias. It's like a mosaic of things. And this nation, for me, is full of contradictions. But a contradiction is much more interesting than no contradiction, because the fascination is just in the imperfection.
One thing that we're very proud of in India is the fact that there's so many religions that coexist, and fairly peacefully most of the time. Did you get that impression as well?
Yes. And I must repeat, I find that it is something very special, very beautiful, but it has disadvantages.
You wanted to know how the world's largest democracy actually works.
And this small group of people, they're trying to change the things here in India.
How do you feel about everything that you've seen in the last 5 days?
I think that the Indian people have it in their blood and in their daily life, the dance and the music. It's a daily thing.
When you touched down in Mumbai for the very first time, your mind was, if I may use the expression, a blank canvas as far as contemporary Indian art is concerned.
I was coming here as a blank canvas, so it was just to be painted on, if I can say. And it's just been the most amazing time.
But I hope you had a bit of fun as well.
Yes, of course. I feel like I was in a country I have really a profound affection with. Thank you so much.
It's lovely. Thank
you so much.
And you. What do you say now to a glass of red wine?
Wonderful.